Meow. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Hello? Welcome to stream. Oh my god, wait. Hold on.
Poggers.
Something's not right. Something's not working. Hold on. Let me turn my model off for just a minute. Hold on. I want to see your beautiful chat messages floating across the screen. And I can't for some reason. Ah. There we go. Okay. That should... There we go. There we go. Hello! Hello! How are you? Welcome to stream. Been a while, everyone. We're so back. I don't know about that. This month has really sucked for me. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. I'm not doing so good. I hope you guys are all okay though. Welcome, Snazzy, thank you for the sub, Wafricon, Denshi, Chaotic Serpent, Hermes Ninja Cat, and a Waver and Destroy, thank you all for the subs, for the re-ups, and 2 shops as well, thank you for the re-up for 12 months in a row. It's a whole year. Need a hug? I could use a hug. I could use, well, I could use more than a hug. Oh. I've been, sleeping maybe... I've been sleeping like... Let me unironically do the math. 13... Yeah, 13 hours a day, I think. I've been sleeping most hours of the day. Like I'll wake up, I'll sleep for 5 hours, and then I'll wake up for 5 hours and get really tired again, even if I eat, and then I'll go back to bed, and then I'll wake up like 8 hours later, and then I'll... I don't know. I'm here now. I just slept for like 8 hours, well, I'm here now. And that's all that matters. I timed it perfectly so that I would wake up right at the time I needed to stream. How are you doing though? Welcome to stream, everybody. It's been a while. I missed you guys. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. What's up? How's it going? I love you. Hello, Haru. Welcome to stream. What can we listen to? What do you guys want to listen to? Psychedelic rock? Of course. Your favorite. It's your favorite. There we go. Ugh! Thank you for all the subs and the re-ups, everyone. I really appreciate it. You've been tan for so long that it's weird seeing you pale again. I can go tan. I can go tan if you want. You guys want me to be tan again? I could put my tan back on. Jinichiro! Thank you for the 2 months of performance in a row. Yes, tan? Okay. One person said they want tan. We'll do it. You got it. Is this the tan one? Yes. There we go. It does kind of look better, eh? Maybe not better, but like... It has its own appeal. It definitely has its own appeal, you know? There we go. Oh wow, that's not working at all. 24 hours, widget.stream, and then it's just like a 4 hour for honor promotion. What? What happened to my Spotify tie-in widget? Okay. I sprayed the tan back on, yeah. How's it going? Time to get pacified. Oh, give me a minute, please. I just woke up. A nice healthy glow, yeah. But yeah, I've not been doing so good, which is why I haven't been streaming like I wanted to be, or like I should be. But I do have like a big announcement, kind of. I don't know if it's been talked about yet. I don't know if the person hosting it has announced it yet, but next Friday, around exactly this time, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna be doing an interview. Wow, with an interview with Rima. Have you heard of her? Rima Evanstar? Evanstar, right? Oh my god, please. Yes, Evanstar, thank god. Anthony Padilla? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Favorite horse VTuber? She's my favorite horse VTuber, yeah. No, yeah, we're doing an interview with her. Is it your birthday? Someone said birthday. I wish it was my birthday, because then it wouldn't be winter anymore. I think I don't know if winter's just like ruined for me. It really sucks. Because this is the second year in a row now that like I just get super sleepy and lethargic and like miserable in the winter time. I don't feel like doing anything. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. It's almost my birthday. It's almost Ryohi's birthday. It's almost Shira's birthday as well, I believe. I need to get Shira something this year. I've skipped out. Since I've known Shira, I haven't gotten them a gift. I think I got Ryohi art of us together 2 years in a row, and I haven't gotten Shira anything. The 27th of this month? Oh my god. That's crazy. This year sucked for all of us? Yeah, this year definitely sucked for me. Obviously I lost my Twitter account and my YouTube account, and then some other stuff happened this last month. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know if I can talk about it. I might bring it up at, like, during the interview. Exactly what happened. Well, maybe not exactly what happened. I'm not allowed to talk about exactly what happened. Guys, this industry, man. This industry. Why not? Because I'm not. Yeah, you're not allowed. Yeah, you're not. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Because they're important people who I would damage, or by talking about it. I probably wouldn't even damage them. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. I mean, you guys care. But I mean, like, the people I'd be saying it for, they don't give a fuck. This industry, man. This industry, man. It's evil, guys. It's like a graveyard. It's a fucking... This town is dead, man. This town, this industry. It ain't what it used to be. Can you vaguely say what it might entail? I'm gonna vaguely say what it might entail on the interview if it comes up, and if it ends up like not, if there ends up just not being an opportunity to mention it on the interview, then I'll talk about it on stream, on my own stream, maybe just as like a way to vent, because I definitely need to get it out of my system. L'Oreal Maelstrom, thank you for the 521 gift subs. By the way, I really appreciate it. How long did your voice training take? I want to say like about a year. About a year. Infernus, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 41 minutes in a row. Feel free to call me after stream if you want to vent about it. Do you know what it is, Ryohi? Have I? I don't think I told you yet. I don't think I told you what happened yet. Tag a serious question, and I need your opinion on it. Yeah, what's up? What is it? I got you. Ryo, he's still alive too. Yeah, we're all still alive. This time of year is definitely getting harder for me, which sucks, cause like I'm like the Snow Angel VTuber. Well, I'm not the Snow Angel VTuber. I don't think anybody knows me like that. I'm just like that tiger guy. I'm just like that tiger dude. But I want to be the Snow Angel VTuber, kind of. I want to be like the Tiger guy and that Snow Angel VTuber. Seasonal depression is rough. I get it bad. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. I guess that's what I should be saying. It's like my favorite time of year though, or it used to be. I fucking love winter. I love snow. You're a guy? I'm a guy in like the vague general sense. Tomorrow I'm going to a club for the first time. I'll be having my first drink since I turned 21. Whoa! In Canada, you would have been drinking like 2 years ago. I got it all out of my system when I was legal to drink. I just like did it a lot, and then I definitely like overdid it. And then as I got older, I just like bleh. I don't know. I get sick when I try to take too many shots, so now I just don't do it. Drinking is overrated when it's legal to do. Exactly. Drinking is fun when you're first able to do it, and then like, I don't know, it's kind of like, okay, I'm over it. Unless you like do it a bunch before you're allowed. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's only fun when you're not allowed to do it, and or if you're already addicted to doing it. Because if you're just doing it like, I don't know, casually. If you followed the rules up to this point, I don't think you're gonna enjoy drinking very much, but I could be wrong. TaigaxHolic over alcoholic, exactly. You get the idea. Drinking anything that isn't water is overrated. I drink a lot of water. All water for me, babe. Blah. It's definitely a generalization though, because I'm sure there's somebody who like became an alcoholic. You know, everyone's got a different story. Just for me though, I got it all out of my system early, and then I don't want to do it anymore. Tiger femboys are good. Tiger femboys are great. I mean, tigers are great. You know, I'm more than just a femboy. GT man. Thank you for the 50 bits though. I really appreciate it. Catboy Dice, thank you for the 2 months for 3 months in a row. For 6 total. Oh man. But yeah, I do have an interview with Rima Evanstar next week. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? You guys should all come. I mean, you guys don't all have to come, I guess, I don't know. Someone should come though. Someone should definitely come, because it'll be awkward if no one shows up. I feel weird, I don't know, it's like, it's exciting to like do something again. I'm looking forward to it, to just kind of like talking to another human being. I don't get to do that a lot, you know? Makes me want to cry. Fuck. Show support, go to the interview if you can, yeah. Just don't like, don't like dominate the chat though, because I feel like an important part of this interview is definitely also, it's weird. Build up those connections. Don't worry. I am, but I'm not, Dominating is fun, but definitely don't dominate the chat, Give everybody a chance to speak. Because you guys already know me, you know what I mean? The interview isn't really for you guys, if anything. It's, for people who don't know me, if that makes sense. Bass doms. We love our bass doms, yeah. Man, sorry about the background, by the way, guys. I wanted to get a new one before I went live, but I just have not had time. I really need to get another one. Because I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of looking at the same thing. I'm tired of looking at the same thing every day, so you must be miserable, right? Femboy Lover, thank you for the 2 months over the 3 months in a row. This is iconic, though? I don't know about iconic. What's wrong with the little gatito? Is that cat in Italian? Gatito? That'd be adorable. That's adorable, to be honest. I'm tired. How are you guys doing, though? Unironically. I hope you're having a better year than I am. A better month even. I don't know what feels worse. This month is definitely like fucking with me, I guess, you know? Moving into a new house, Pog. What's your favorite song?
Huggies.
Ever consider doing covers of anime openings? I'd love to, but, fuck, man. I don't really have the budget. I mean, like, I could do, like, a karaoke cover, but it wouldn't be very good. I definitely want to get to a point financially and career-wise where I'm kind of just able to... Whoops. Where I'm able to, really just do whatever I want, you know? Put out some high-quality covers. That's why I say this industry sucks, though, man. Like... You can't do anything. You can't do anything in this fucking industry unless certain people say you can. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. I mean, you can, like, if you really try hard, you can pull together the resources and find people who are willing to work with you, you know? But it's fucking hard, you know? And even if you do that, if you're blacklisted, if you're on the silent blacklist, none of it's gonna matter anyway, right? Everyone's just gonna ignore your efforts and reward people that they want to reward, you know? It's a fucking ghost town in this industry. It's all fucking, how do you say it? What's the word? What am I thinking of? It's like Hollywood. So honestly, it's getting to be the point where we're just like creating fucking Hollywood 2.0. The entertainment industry in a nutshell, my friend. Yeah. The problem is the VTuber community was never meant to be like that, and that's just what they all turned it into. And by they, I mean, like, you know, just big fucking corporations and established talents. You know? It's fucking nepotism. It's a game of nepotism at this point. It sucks, man. I hate it. I'll definitely talk more about it on the interview if it comes up. But you're not allowed to talk about it. Like, you can't say, like I don't know, people could just fuck you over, do whatever they want to you, and you're not allowed to talk about it, because if you do, then you even end up on even more of a blacklist. It's ridiculous. I hate this. I hate this industry, man. VTubing used to be so much fun, and it got so fucking corporate so fast. People realized there was so much money to be made just by being awful. Just by like copying Hollywood, whatever that is. VTubing is supposed to be how indie people get into streaming, and now it's like 10K just to get it through the door. It really is. It's so complicated, because like you can pay to have a seat at the table to an extent, you know, but you can't keep paying to stay at the table. But you can definitely pay your way in. Like, you definitely buy your fucking way in. Like, if you spend enough money on a debut with you know, you get a model from the right person, and then you like, I think there was that one VTuber, right? She paid like what, 69K to collab with Iron Mouse and Connor, and then she had to, I mean, like, you know, like, you can definitely buy your way on like over there. And then nobody watched her though, nobody stayed, so I think she retired, I heard, which is sad. Cause at the end of the day, you know what I mean? 69K, yeah, it was for like a charity stream or something. It was for like an auction. They auctioned off a collab, and then she bought the collab for like 69K. She got the collab, I think, but it just didn't like go anywhere, you know what I mean? It's like a weird, it's weird. If anything, like kind of, 70K just to fail, make it oof. I mean, I'm sure that if you got 70K to spend on a collab, I'm sure you're not hurting. And it's complicated, I guess. Like, it's one of those things where, in that case, it's like, you know, you can definitely pay to have a seat at the table, but you know what I mean? you still gotta have a little something more to really stick around after that. Who knows why? Who knows why it didn't work out, you know? At least you know Taiga can't be bought. Nice to see an actual honest streamers. Yeah, well, I can be bought. I can be bought. Just nobody wants to buy me, you know? Nobody wants to buy me. No. I'd buy you. Thanks, Rainalex. The gaming industry trimming into shit is why I'm gonna make video games independently. That's the way to do it, dude. Independent video games have been popping off lately. You know what I mean? And that's good to see. How much for a Tiger Twink? Exactly. Gajillion does $69. $69,000. Buys you with chaotic cards? That would be the way to do it. It's the way to my heart. Guys, there's so much I want to talk about. There's so much I need to tell you about. But I don't want to be the drama. I don't want to like build my brand on drama. You know what I mean? But I have these emotions inside of me. Okay? I'm gonna vent if that's okay. I have these emotions inside of me. Things happen to me or around me. People do things. And it hurts a lot, you know? On the inside, like, and I try to deal with it. I try to cope so hard, but it hurts. It really fucking hurts. Okay, so I'll sleep it off, maybe, you know? I'll sleep it off, and then I'll wake up the next day, and then I just feel numb, you know? And I might be over it in that moment, but then I'll see that person who did the thing, and then it just hurts all over again. So then I'll sleep it off. And then I'll wake up and I'll be numb and fine. And then I'll just see this person getting more and more opportunities. And then I don't know. It just never stops. It just never stops. And the next thing you know, I've gone the whole month without streaming. Christ. Fucking Christ. I think it's ridiculous that 18 plus VTubers can actively advertise a 13 plus Discord server, going to the extent where they even mark minors with like a minor only role who they know are at least like as young as 13. I think that's disgusting. In my opinion. I can't do that. I have to be so fucking careful who I let in my community because I have so many fucking eyes on me. So we enforce like a strict 18 plus over here on my community. You know what I mean? But these people, no one cares. No one cares when you're famous. No one cares when you're not on the blacklist. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can have as many little 13-year-olds running around in your server while you show off your fucking cock and balls to them as you want because nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares. Is how you get a doctor disrespect situation? Exactly. People only care when it's me. They only care when it's accusing me of shit that never happened. But the second it's someone they want to collab with, well, of course it's okay. Why would you say anything? And I gotta deal with that. I gotta deal with seeing this person I know shit talks me all the time, get opportunities with major corporations, and then they just don't care. And then those same corporations, though, should I happen to be on a stream with them, refuse to join and, you know, hold said stream hostage until I leave. It's evil. This industry is evil. It's not fun anymore. It's just evil. That's my rant. The pedo accusations are fucking wild. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The whole government and churches are full of... Yeah. I think the most important thing to me that stands out to me about like the accusations that were levied against me was that they weren't levied based on anything you could observe. It was nothing, right? It was literally just all fucking fabricated by two people who, you know, as soon as you look at them, you're like, oh, wait, Taiga turned you both down. Interesting. What's up with that, huh? I'm not doing anything, you know what I mean? I've never done anything. There's nothing you can look at in my history and find any victims anywhere. There's nothing. But then you look at all these other YouTubers, these VTubers, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, I'm sorry. You're an 18 plus content creator, you do 18 plus ASMR, you have a model that prominently like features your fat fucking like disgusting wiggly bulge. You talk about your fucking dick and sucking cock and bottoming and topping, and then you go to their Discord server, and then you see, you know, minor and not minor, 18 plus and minor roles, and you have over 2,000 minors. You go to the introduction channel, and it's kids as young as 13 introducing themselves, being like, oh my god, I love femboys, I'm a bottom, oh my god, I'm demisexual, I'm looking for a relationship, DMs open. 13 plus. Kids as young as fucking 13. But nobody cares, man. Because nobody looks. Nobody looks unless they have a reason to look. And my fucking little Azzy and Gilk, they gave people a reason to look. It was a made up reason to look, but it was a reason to look. But otherwise, no one cares. It's literally like a Harvey Weinstein situation, where like everybody knows it's happening, but nobody's said anything, so it just keeps happening and just keeps happening. But then Harvey Weinstein can fucking like blacklist you wherever he wants because, you know, he's fucking Harvey Weinstein. That's what the VTuber industry has become. It's just a bunch of fucking Harvey Weinsteins. Don't look at us. Look at everybody else. Look at don't look at all the people we're blacklisting. Look at them. Look at their shit. Worry about that. Sorry, I'm venting. I'm sure not everybody is a Harvey Weinstein. It definitely feels like there's a trend of, you know, blacklisting specific individuals and then collabing with people just as bad, though. Or just being just as bad, you know? Anarchist, thank you for the 2 months over 12 months in a row. Really appreciate it. Sorry, this is awkward. Otter Alex, thank you for the 10 2-1 gift subs. Scratch me off. Thank you for the 50 bits. Come on, come on. And thank you for the 5 more 2-1 gift subs. Moral panic only applies to people I don't like. If someone I like does it, I do not see it. Yeah. There's... There's a VTuber who, when the allegations about me first came out, all the way back in like what, 2021, they were on top of it, right? They were so ready to like just, I don't even think like the doc had been out long enough for them to read it, but they had already replied and then be like, whoa, this is really damning if true. They were already there. They were there immediately. They were like, wow, this is crazy if true, you know? Taiga's a friend and blah, blah, blah. They didn't talk to me. They never DM'd me. They were just immediately on Twitter ready to reply to it. Okay? And then the same VTuber later would get accused of sexting with a 15-year-old And then that same VTuber would admit that it happened. And that same VTuber still gets collabs with major corporations in the indie scene. And like, he's fine. No one cared. No one cared. Or if they didn't care, they decided on their own, well, it's okay that he sexted a 15-year-old. The 15-year-old wanted it. Clearly she was into him. So it's okay. They just decided on their own it was okay. Which is like... I don't know, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of layers to this that bother me. Because this is like, he's like a prominent figure now. He's a prominent fucking VTuber. He's collabing with major corporations all the time, right? I have to see him on my timeline against my fucking will, no matter where I go. No matter what I do, he's gonna pop up somewhere, okay? Which wouldn't be so bad, because I try to keep to my own spaces, right? But I can't because he's fucking everywhere, right? It's crazy. This bothers me for a dozen reasons. One, mainly because he had the balls to call me out, to talk shit to me, when his event of him sexting a 15-year-old would have already happened by that point, you know? So he had the balls to talk about me, condemn me, when he knew what he had done by that point. And then when it did come out what he had done, he didn't care. No one cared. He just decided, well, it's fine for me. It's fine if I do it, I guess. My situation's different. I'm totally not a pedophile. You are the Taiga. And I'm not gonna delete my tweets, not gonna apologize. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing because it's convenient for him, obviously. What's his name? I don't want to say his name. If you know, you know. But yeah, I guess that's like one reason it bothers me is, you know, he knows damn well what he had done by that point and still tried to speak on me. But he gets to be okay. He's innocent. He's totally innocent though, guys. But he can decide that I'm not good. Oh, and then the worst part is, and again, I'm not naming names because I just don't want to cause trouble for people at this point. But there's another VTuber who was also accused of some shit, who he hangs around in their stream. He's a VIP. And it's like, okay, so you decided you were innocent, and you decided she was innocent. She gets, ugh. But I need to be burned at the cross though, permanently. And nobody talks about it. Because why would they? They gotta get those gotta get the collab, gotta grow each other's brand. It's beneficial not to talk about it. This isn't a call out, it's just a vent. Yeah, I'm just venting. I'm just venting really hard. I'm sorry. I feel like I've done the same vent over and over again. But this is what's been like bothering me all month, guys. Every time something happens, okay, I just like see it and I try to deal with it in the moment. And sometimes I'm really bad at dealing with it in the moment. And I freak the fuck out. I've been doing a better job at keeping it off Twitter though, at least. But yeah. Don't bottle it up. Not good if you do. Who knows? It's probably better if I do. I think I need a therapist, not not a live stream. It is really frustrating though, and like nobody wants to talk about it, you know what I mean? Because I think like in a large way, because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I think there's a huge conflict of interest from everybody, you know what I mean? Sort of. Because when people talked about the you know who situation with like the sexting a 15-year-old, when that came out, everyone just decided they were innocent. They said this is a nothing burger. And I was looking at it and I was like, what? Not to throw anyone under the bus, but I distinctly remember the false side video that got made where he said it was a nothing burger, and I think I don't know if he cited, I don't know if he even went over the fact that Joel literally I don't know if he went over the fact that the guy literally admitted it, but he admitted it. They said it was like a nothing burger. He was like, yeah, this is nothing. And maybe by that point, false side was like, yeah, you know, we don't take these accusations seriously anymore because of what happened to Taiga, but I never got that vindication. And Joel's tweets about me are still up. Oh, I said it again. Fuck me. Whatever. In the state of South Carolina, the Romeo and Juliet law would have allowed it, but then again, the age of consent is 16. Fuck it then. Like, if that's what we're doing, then like, fine, man. Like, if we're gonna like play like age of consent law games, that's fine, right? That's fine. Okay? Just apply it to everybody, right? You can't, I don't know, man. Like, I can't think this industry is anything other than fucking, like, pure fucking evil. If you're gonna be like, yo, the law technically protects this person, so we're just not gonna look at it. But the law also technically protects, like, you know, me, but we totally don't care. I don't know, man. It's evil. It's fucking evil. That's why I think this industry is evil. Like, I look at this. I look at these discrepancies. I look at this difference in treatment. You know? I see femboy VTubers showing off their cock and balls, doing 18 plus ASMR, talking about how much they're a bottom and how much cock they fucking take, posting porn for their audience, and then I see that their server's filled with fucking 13-year-olds. And I see everybody just collab with them like nothing's happening. And, well, and then I have to imagine a way to explain this, right? I have to cope with this. And there's 3 ways to cope with this, okay? Okay. Either I truly do deserve it, and I'm just too stupid to understand how much I fucked up, okay? That's a possibility. Maybe I genuinely deserve everything that's happening to me. I'm just a terrible person and I deserve it. It's God's punishment or something, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is, this industry is evil, and nobody actually cares about anything other than what will make them money in the moment. Or number 3, I can't think of a third. Those are it. Either I deserve what's happening to me, or this industry is inconsistent and evil. And I guess number 3 is it could be both. That's number 3, is both. I deserve it and this industry sucks and is inconsistent and evil. Methaspan, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 7 months in a row. Thank you for the re-up. Anyway, I think that's about my vent. The Beatles music is soothing though. Oh yeah, I love the Beatles. Anytime I'm tripping balls, the Beatles are my go-to, dude. Half of their music was written, you know, while tripping, so it only makes sense that it would be good to listen to while tripping. Valid vent, yeah. I think one day this vent is gonna be way more, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be the fucking drama VTuber, right? I don't want to be that. I don't want to be, like, nothing but drama, man. But there are at least 2, probably 3. I think I'm forgetting one. Like, I don't know how to cope. I don't know how to fucking cope, man. I don't know how to cope with people, like, genuinely fucking me over, right? And then rewarding the same behavior from other individuals. Or, like, just being just as bad themselves. I don't understand. I don't know how to cope with that. You know what I mean? How am I supposed to cope with, like, someone who I know trashes me on the fucking daily, get huge fucking opportunities in spaces that I'm completely blacklisted in, partially because of their trashing of me, knowing that they've got literal 13-year-olds talking about how much they want to fuck each other's brains out on their Discord server. I'm probably exaggerating that last bit, but they're definitely, like, it's hella inappropriate the way they talk for children. It's definitely, like, leaning towards it's gross. That's all I can say right now. But I can't call them out, because then I'm drama obsessed. Nobody fucking listens to me anyway. There's nothing I can do, because I've been blacklisted. Minors being lewd shit is really messed up. Minors being into lewd shit is like relatively natural just as a part of puberty, okay? The problem is, as an adult, you can't be giving them spaces to do that because there's a conflict of interest. It's inappropriate. You can't just like run a fucking, you can't do that. You can't run a community where minors are free to be as lewd as they want and interact with adults in that same space, because you're just asking for them to get groomed. You can't do that. And if you do allow that, I have to call into question the morals of the person running said community. Because you're doing that shit on stream, you're making these lewd clips of yourself, and then you know, you're redirecting your audience towards that. It is only a matter of time before they probably just, I don't know. You don't need to say it. It's not big ick, it's like literally a, it's not even like big, it's not like, oh, this gives me bad vibes. It's like literally, this can't be happening. You cannot allow children to mix with your 18 plus audience for your 18 plus content. It's just not acceptable for obvious fucking reasons, right? Biggest ick. It's not ick. It's not ick. It's like literally, it's like literally borderline illegal. It will 100% literally lead to grooming. Like just statistically, someone is being groomed in that situation. Eventually. If it hasn't happened yet, it's a goddamn miracle. Anyway. That's why I keep my server 18 plus at all times. I mean, that's not the only reason, but that's a major reason.
Poggers.
Arctic Snow Panda, this button proves your support this short femboy bottom tiger. This is not, to quote XQC, this is not canceled, this is a crime. I don't know if it is a crime. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure exposing minors likely knowingly to porn is a crime. I'm not sure how it applies to like etchy images of like, you know, borderline. There's some pretty borderline stuff. I definitely know that this like individual was posting 18 plus AS fucking breaks, dude. Like, I get so fucking upset about it. And it's so hard to, like, just not be upset about it. Hypocrisy is infuriating. It's not even, there's no way to explain it. Like, yeah, it's hypocrisy, and like, it would obviously bother anyone, but I think it bothers me just a little bit more, you know? I think it bothers me just like a little bit more than it should. And I'm having a hard time coping with that. Thus the vent. So I apologize. People water down and joke about getting triggered, but that's what it is. Is seeing something that triggers memories and feelings about your trauma? Yeah, I guess that's exactly what it is. I don't know. I'm literally just getting triggered, I guess. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But it genuinely does just trigger, I don't know, extreme pain in my heart, in my chest. There's no shame in being triggered. There's a bit of shame. I guess I'm just explaining why I have to talk about it, why I have to keep coming back to it. It isn't stupid, it's a real trauma response. Maybe, Ryohi, but the problem is nobody's gonna see it that way, right? Nobody sees it that way. They see it as just stirring more shit. You know? It doesn't matter how I can explain it if, you know, the people seeing it don't give a fuck. You know? Have a good night, Obi. Obi-san. You know you got it, 'cause it makes you feel good. You're talking about it helps you heal. I don't know that it's helping me heal, but it's helping me not. It's definitely helping me not, like, I don't know. Bottling it in definitely makes it hurt less or more. Talking about it, at least, I don't know, at least it feels like I'm being heard when you guys are here. It doesn't make it better though, because I still know these people are getting opportunities with huge fucking streamers, and I'm at liberty to see any one of these huge fucking streamers, I'm at liberty to see any one of these huge fucking streamers, you know, collab with these individuals against my will at any moment. That's why I'm hesitant about venting on Discord servers, because whatever I'll say, everybody will be calling me an attention whore, or just like, oh, you're overreacting, or like, you know, you don't understand the situation, or some variation of that. Talking about it 100% helps prevent you from crashing out. I think this is me crashing out. I think I am crashing out. Am I crashing out? Chat? I'm totally crashing out, right? Otter Alex, thank you for the 25 2 on gift subs. Thank you. That's crazy. That's insane. Crash out, Taiga. I'm crashing out. Taiga, my dude, it's scary how much you've been gaslit into... What did you say? How much you've been gaslit into thinking you're the problem. It makes me a little sad. I mean, like, that's the only explanation, though, right? Okay? Because, like, I can believe the industry is unfair, but at a certain point, everyone who fucked me over keeps getting rewarded, right? Okay? And if that keeps happening, right, on a consistent basis, and then there's never any, like, you know, rectification given in my situation, the only explanation could possibly be, the only explanation for why all my friends who abandoned me continue to collaborate with you-know-who after he admitted to sexting with a 15-year-old, has to be that there was something wrong with me, right? It has to be that I'm the problem, that I did something, like, clearly worse or wrong or something, right? That's the only explanation. VTubing and media in general isn't merit-based. Even though you have a community who loves you enthusiastically, it's all about money and connections. I had the connections once, you know? The additional problem is nobody's ever been canceled like I was before. And I mean that, and like, I mean like, there's definitely been people who have been like canceled worse, you know, for sure. But what I mean by that is, when Gilk and Azzy dropped the document, they pinged every single person I had ever collabed with, or ever even talked about collabing with. Like, I would fanboy about certain creators in DMs, in private conversations with them, and they pinged them as well. I've never collabed with them, never even really interacted with them, but they pinged them as well. It's honestly like, and it's never happened like in that way ever, like since or ever again. They literally pinged every single person. They were so fucking thorough. Anyone I had collabed with, anyone I had collabed with in the past, anyone I was collabing with in the moment, anyone I wanted to collab with in the future, or I was just a fan of in general, they pinged. And I think that's why it was so goddamn successful. I think that's why it was so fucking successful. Maybe. Nobody does that though. Like nobody ever does that though, right? Like show me another time that happening. Show me another time people like genuinely warning others about like a pedophile or something in the community. Show me them doing that. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. But it was also at a time before like, you know, the corporate world had taken over completely. You know what I mean? Like you had a few established creators, right? And you know, like things were building up. Things were like building up at that point, but like, you know, it wasn't like Hollywood yet, right? Like the entertainment aspect of the industry hadn't totally taken over. So, you know, usually like, because you wouldn't ping V Shoujo about some fucking drama today, right? But they did. All of V Shoujo got pinged about it. They got added. They got directly pinged under the tweet about it. It was literally the perfect time. It was literally just the perfect time of like me barely being relevant enough to be associated with these other creators just tangentially, but also like, you know, those creators not just being so fucking huge that they're untouchable. There's a Norwegian movie called The Hunt about a teacher who gets accused of touching his students, and even though he's proven innocent... Oh my god, thank you for the 10 1 gift subs, Carlos Gaming. Thank you. And then even though he's proven innocent, his community still ostracizes him. That's how this shit works. Yeah. It's pedo-jacketing, right? Like, it's literally... Bad jacketing, I think, is like the official term for it, but this is like a subsection of bad jacketing. Bad jacketing is a term for planting doubt on the authenticities of an individual's bona fides or identity. An example would be creating suspicion through spreading false rumors, manufacturing evidence that falsely portrays someone in a community organization as an informant, a member of law enforcement, or guilty of malfeasance such as skimming organization funds or, I don't know, fucking pedophilia. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! What the fuck? Holy fuck. Let me... First of all, Carlos Gaming, thank you for the $50 donation. Hey Taiga, I can't stay long tonight, but I wanted to wish you a good evening. Stay strong, little buddy. Thank you. I'm sorry. I need to stop. If I keep venting, I'm gonna say something I regret at some point, and... We're in an industry where we can't talk about anything, you know what I mean? If I say their names, I'll just get blacklisted even harder because they've got their fingers in so many fucking pies and it doesn't matter. No one's gonna look at what they did, right? They're already established with him, so they're just gonna ignore it, and they're gonna continue to ignore it no matter what comes out. Maybe no matter what comes out. Maybe not no matter what comes out. I want to believe that eventually at some point, like, you know what I mean, if people just talk about it enough, if people just like plainly state what happened, you know, someone will care. They won't keep getting these opportunities, you know? but I don't know. Blazeling, thank you for the 100 tier 1 gift subs. That is fucking absurd.
Hey Tiggs. Can't stay long tonight, but I wanted to wish you a good evening. Stay strong, little buddy.
Good evening. Good evening, Catalyst. It's the entire internet that's like this at this point. You're not allowed to talk about anything unless it reinforces the accepted narrative. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Catalyst, thank you so much. I wish I could. I'll try to say. Thank you so much, Blazeling, for the 100 tier 1 gift subs. That is fucking absurd. Thank you so much. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you, ads. Welcome to stream. And Blazing, that's your first time chatting? What the fuck? Thank you. Your first time chatting, it was like less than a minute ago and you just dropped 100 tier 1? That's insane, dude. Thank you. And Mighty Owl Shark, thank you for the re-up for 24 months. Despite the industry getting fucked, at least you have the most beautiful community who still loves you. And you're right, I do. I fucking love you guys so much, man. I really should be saving all this for the interview, but it's probably better to get it out of my system now. I do have a fucking amazing community. We have an amazing community, right? But that doesn't stop, like, the emotional aspect of it, you know what I mean? Knowing that I feel like I've hit a glass ceiling, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like no matter how amazing our community is, I just don't get to do things that other people get to do anymore. And so when I see people who wronged me, who hurt me, who get away with shit way worse than what I did, actively, even though I know I fucking love you guys and we have a great community, it still fucking hurts, right? It hurts knowing that, like, there's the chance that their community will always, you know, I'll just never be able to do anything fun again. I'm not having fun being a VTuber. Being a VTuber isn't fun anymore, you know? There was just definitely a social aspect that, you know, was a part of the VTuber community, and that was so fucking cool. It was so fucking cool to just talk with people and hang out and do collabs and just get invited to shit and just enjoy yourself, man. And that's just gone. That's just gone. What interview? I'm doing an interview next week, Friday. Next Friday on the 7th, or no. On the 7th at 7 p.m. The 29th at 7 p.m. End of the month. Where with Rima Evanstar, I'll of course ping everybody when the stream goes live. Rima Evanstar is gonna interview me. I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to crash out before the interview, but here we are, you know. With who? Rima Evanstar. Rima Evanstar. One of the last bastions of VTuber integrity left in the community. Didn't you have a collab with Calum recently? I did. I had a collab with Calum and Mumumaru and Fuwawa and I'm trying to remember. Oh my god. The main person who collabed with their corpse. Oh my god, how could I not remember their name? I'm such a bad person. A lot of good people. A lot of cool people. And I definitely need to be more grateful for that. Otter Alex, they give you another 25. Stop. You guys gotta stop. Not Carnival, thank you. Oh my god. I just look at them and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the cute corpse. It's the cute corpse VTuber. It's the corpse I'm attracted to. Yeah, I got to hang out with Odyssey a bit before some stuff happened. There's definitely people like willing to help me out, you know what I mean? There's definitely people willing to help me out, and I definitely need to be more grateful of that. I should be mentioning that 100%. I should 100% be mentioning that. And it's not that it's like not the people that I like want to hang out with, you know what I mean? It's not that I'm not grateful for that. It's just that it hurts so fucking much regardless, you know? And that's on me. Like I said, this is like a me thing where like I genuinely feel physical fucking pain, like in my chest, in my body, in my brain, when I see it, you know, when I see these inconsistencies. If I had it my way, everybody, I don't know, everybody would just be just as fucked as I am. You get it, the negative voices are the louder ones, yeah. I think it's like, it's partly just knowing that like, I'm blacklisted from certain spaces, and I know that the people who are accused of, well, maybe not accused, that's the problem, is like, they don't get accused, nobody gets accused. But, there's no accusations here. The evidence is what it is, it's indisputable, you know? You could admit to sexting a 15-year-old and still get to collab with V Shoujo, it's insane. And then, you know, I'll be you know, you get blacklisted from the spaces, and the people who you know are worse than you are, and who are trashing you actively, get to hang out with them. It's insane. It's not even that I want to like be in those spaces anymore either. It's more just that I think everybody should be held to the same standards. And when I see people not being held to the same standards while actively trashing me for the things they did, it hurts. It hurts so fucking bad. It hurts so fucking bad. Thank you for the 25 tier 1 gift subs, Otter Alex. And it's not a kind of hurt that goes away, right? Like, it's not a kind of hurt where it's like, oh man, that sucks. I'll get over it though. Because you just keep seeing them. They only get more opportunities. And then you just keep seeing them. They just keep fucking popping up. So just when you think you're over it, you see them again with another new opportunity in a space you're no longer allowed to be in because they probably trashed you there too. And then you're just reminded, like, fuck, man, fuck. Like, what do I do? What do I need to be medicated. I need a fucking lobotomy, dude. Because I don't think it's anything that's gonna change within the industry unless, like, there's some huge fucking call-out post all over again. Unless people just keep doing huge fucking call-out posts. Why don't you call them out? Because nobody listens to me. I no longer have a voice in this community. That was taken away 4 years ago. You feel me? Unironically, therapy and medication is good and an option. Yeah, I guess. But then I'm just numb to it, right? Because I tried medication, man. I tried antidepressants. And I just felt numb. I was just sleeping every day. It was just as bad. It was just as fucking bad, man. So I need therapy also, I guess. But then I'm just ignoring it, you know? Then I'm just ignoring it. The problem doesn't change. I'm still gonna see these people in my timeline, and I'm still gonna look at them. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, like, why are these pedophiles allowed to collab with like major corporations? How is this allowed? Why is nobody looking at this? Like, if I take antidepressants in therapy, do I just start ignoring all the pedophiles in the community? Like, what happens? How does this work? You know what I mean? Do I just look at these people and know they're pedophiles and then like stop getting upset about it? I don't know. You need to fix yourself before anything. Am I the problem though? Saying I need to fix myself is implying like I'm the problem. Like, so I am the problem in this situation then, right? Is what you're saying? It's my perspective that's an issue, right? Because like therapy can only change my perspective. Antidepressants can only change my perspective.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm too paranoid for that at this point. If anything, I would go to therapy for my paranoia. I'm so fucking paranoid. Have you guys read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? The main character, the fucking, what's his name? The AI, right? The evil AI in that book. He fucks with the main character Ted to give him like hyper paranoia so that he thinks everybody hates him. But then the worst part is that he fucks with him so that he doesn't think he's actually been altered. So he makes him like ultra paranoid, but he doesn't think he's been altered. So he doesn't know that he doesn't know why he's ultra paranoid, you know? He's just totally convinced of himself. I think that's the situation I'm in currently. Doesn't Canada have free healthcare so you can get a free therapist? No. We have free healthcare for like medical emergencies, not for therapy, I don't believe. They might have like free group therapy, but I'd have to check. I'd have to triple check. Problem is I'm sleeping like 16 hours a day anyway. Therapy forehead? Yeah, let me just wake up for therapy when I'm sleeping 16 hours a day, Noxy. Wow, let me just get up and go to therapy. It's so easy, guys. Guys, we cured depression. Let's just go to therapy, okay? It's cured. No one will ever be depressed again. Nobody's ever gone to therapy and still been depressed, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. We figured it out. Thanks, Noxy. I'm glad you figured it all out. Glad we solved that. Are you sleeping so much because of the antidepressants? No, I think it's seasonal depression or whatever. I'm just feeling lethargic and shit. Twitch is just crowdsourced group therapy, yeah. I think this is helping a lot more than therapy ever would, but I'm sure there's a reason for that. Isn't every internet creator taking advantage of kids at this point? I don't know about every, but there's definitely like a lot of kids creators who certainly are. I think it's fair to say, like, regardless of how you feel about Mr. Beast, he's definitely got an angle. I think it's inevitable that kids will work their way into like adult spaces where they don't belong. You know, I did it as a kid. I think we all did to some extent. Okay. The problem is building and crafting a community for kids. That's kind of the issue. If you choose to do that, if you choose to explicitly market to children, if you choose to make your community a place where you're telling kids you are safe here, okay? If you do that, you need to make sure it's actually safe for them, right? You can't be doing like, you know, it's like being a school teacher and then doing porn on the side. Maybe it's not quite the same, because it's kind of like being a school teacher and then playing your porn videos for your class. Or just leaving it up on your computer. It's not acceptable. It happens, yeah. I think doing porn while being a school teacher is less of an issue than exposing those kids to it, you know what I mean? It's like being a school teacher and then playing your porno vids for your classroom. It's not acceptable. It's just not something you get to do at that point. Once you create your space for children, you know? Once you create a space where kids are welcome and encouraged, and you know there are children there, you cannot be posting 18 plus ASMRs and then pinging your Discord with them. You can't be doing that anymore. You have a responsibility. You accepted that responsibility when you made your community for children. And if it was just like 16-year-olds, it would be one thing, because I think there's a lot of VTubers, there's a lot of content creators who make those Discord servers 16 and up. Nuxtalk Discord server is 16 and up, and his content, you know, like they're technically minors, right? But he's got tons of 16-year-olds running around his community, while he's posting vids like, oh, I rule 34, challenge this, challenge that. But that's just 16, right? Apparently, like, Nux can justify that. Well, Nux feels he can justify that, and I think a lot of other creators do too. I think there's a lot of creators who are like, yeah, 16 is fine, sure. Which is, I want to say, incredibly ironic considering what they would then accuse me of for a 2-year age gap. But go fuck yourself, you know what I mean? Whatever. But... So 16 is one thing. It's super common. Check it out. Like go to a dozen of your favorite content creators. Some content creators, like at this point, they're so big they don't even have to like age gate their community anymore, because like there's just at a certain point you get so big that like the responsibility to make sure who is and isn't in your community, it no longer falls on you. For example, like I'm sure like most of the girls in V Shoujo don't moderate their community to make sure no minors are involved, you know? I'm sure like they just don't have to do that anymore because there's just too many people joining to care. You know what I mean? However, for medium-sized creators, smaller-sized creators, like there's still that responsibility. Like I still have that responsibility. You know what I mean? We make sure our server's 18 plus. We moderate the fucking shit out of it. And if we find someone who's below the age of 18 plus, okay, we get them out of here. There's a dozen examples of VTubers who like have their communities set as 16 plus, and like there's just tons of kids running around who like introduce themselves as kids, and you know either the moderation isn't doing their job. They'll probably just blame the moderation, be like, oh my mods, you guys got to be on top of that. Naughty. They have plausible deniability, but this is one fucking particular VTuber who literally makes 18 plus content on the fucking daily. Okay. And his server is 13 and up. Like just by design that the server is 13 up. And that's insane to me. That's like fucking insane to me. It's insane to me that can be allowed. That people just haven't noticed. They haven't gone to the introduction channel and seen people introducing themselves saying like, hey, I'm 13 and I am demisexual and I'm looking, my DMs are open, in the same server where you've got 18-year-olds gooning to your fucking cock and balls and pussy and like, oh, it's crazy. Profit-driven idiocy fueled by the myth of infinite growth killed online spaces for kids. So true. I'm just saying, be careful of certain VTubers, like communities you're in, because if you're gooning in there, there's like a strong chance that like if they've got like a 16 and plus community, you're gooning among like children, which apparently was enough to get me blacklisted, but not enough for anyone else to care when it comes to them. It's just hypocrisy, dude. It's just hypocrisy. I can't stand it, man. This industry is evil. Anyway, that's my rant done. I'm sorry for venting for so long. Double Halo, thank you for the $7. I promise I'll get back to like streaming properly. Streams are still gonna be super inconsistent for a while if that's okay, guys. Honestly, I'm just not in a space where like mentally I can give you content that is good, if that makes sense. I can name 2 VTubers who pull that best. I can name 3. I can name at least 3. I can name at least 3 VTubers who pull that BS. And like I said, like I definitely think, like, I don't know. There's definitely like a certain point where like as a content creator, you are no longer responsible for your audience, right? For who's in your audience, you know? Or rather, maybe not where you're no longer responsible, but where you have plausible deniability, you know what I mean? Like if I was V-Shoujo sized, for example, obviously, like, nobody would care. Nobody would think, nobody would be like, oh, you've got kids running around your server. Like, nobody would check. There's just too many users to check at that point that nobody would even bother. Or if they did bother, they would probably explain it away with, well, there's just too many people, you know what I mean? How can they be expected to moderate that? But I would also argue that, you know, it's different when you actively make your space for those children, right? The second you openly invite children into the community, you lose that plausible deniability, right? You can't be like, hey, my server's 13 and up, and then be like, well, I can't be expected to moderate my server. Like, as soon as you make it 13 and up, you got to make sure the content you're putting out to those users is appropriate for ages 13 and up. Because at that point, you're no better than any other pedophile, just exposing them to porn to groom them. It's the same tactic, used all the time. If you're not grooming them, someone else is. And that's a fact. They either don't care or they think they're above consequences. It's both. It's definitely both. In some cases, they are above consequences. Like I said, there is like a level of plausible deniability, right? Like genuinely, we can't expect someone to like moderate thousands and thousands, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of users. We can't expect them to age check. However, if you're letting them self-identify as minors, that's a different story. Peculiar, thank you for the 521 gift subs. And this is like also a huge issue because like it's not something that you can just remedy, right? Like, okay, what do you do as a content creator if you've made your server 13 and up for like the last 45 years and then suddenly you're like, oh, well, I want to do 18 plus content? You can't. Your server's filled with minors and continues to be filled with minors, right? Like you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm doing 18 plus content now, so they should leave. No minors allowed. You gotta kick them. And you're not gonna kick like, what, thousands and thousands and thousands of users. You're just not gonna do that. So like obviously, you know, if I was in that situation, I would like delete my server, or I would just accept that like, hey, I'm gonna have a hard time switching over, you know? But these users, they're like, fuck no, man. We fucking, oh, no, hell no, bro. We ball. We ball. I'll just expose those kids to 18 plus content and they can subscribe to me when they're 18. It's perfect. It's the perfect fucking tactic, you know? Best solution is to make a separate community that's strictly 18 plus, for sure, yeah. But it's still something you have to do like over time, right? Because like, again, if you build your community telling 13-year-olds, hey, you're totally cool to come watch me, and then hard pivot to 18 plus content, those kids are still in your community. You can't be doing that. You gotta be so careful. It's gotta be such a gradual thing. You gotta get them out of your fucking community. You no longer have plausible deniability, you know? But they don't care. They just want these fucking kids. It's just fucking easier if they market like 18 plus horny shit to kids because like, I don't know, kids want to be fucking, kids will watch anything. It's literally just an extra audience to market to. You can get way more viewers marketing to children than you can by excluding them, right? So why not buff? Morality must be the #1 priority. I guess no one cares, especially the fact that they can get their personality and future. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So it just sucks to be like blacklisted this hard when I fucking know if I go to any one of their communities, it's probably riddled with children. Because they don't fucking moderate it. Interesting. Always curious. I don't know, I don't think your message needs to be deleted there, Classico. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done venting, I think. I'm sorry. This turned into a vent stream. This is not what I wanted my first stream back to be. I definitely feel better though, I guess, for what it's worth. Speaking of moderation, Twitch is being so harsh on VTuber content when you got VR chat stuff in beach category. Yeah, the VR chat and beach community is fucking absurd. In my opinion, Twitch definitely just needs to rip the band-aid off and just say like, yeah, we're kind of okay with like lewd content. But the problem is, I think it'll only get worse if they do that. Here's the thing, right? Like the VR chat category, the beach category, that's all as bad as it is with the current like TOS. If they loosen the TOS even more, they'll only get more bold on those categories. You know what I mean? It'll only get worse. It's not like it'll just allow VTubers to come up to the same level as VR chat. It'll allow VTubers to come up to the same level the VR chat is at currently, and then the VR chat community will like push it even farther, and that'll be fine. And then it's definitely like a slippery slope like situation, except just not for VTubers. The problem isn't the TOS; it's the unequal enforcement of the TOS on some creators more than others. Yeah, I 100%. But the problem is, I don't think we want it to be equal, right? Like, no offense, and I'm gonna, this might be a hot take, but there are definitely some VTubers, like, how do I say this? How do I word this? I don't think we want equal enforcement. I don't think we want equal enforcement of the TOS. Because, let's be perfectly honest. I mean, like, we do, but not in the way that, like, we think, right? Like, obviously, we want equal enforcement in the sense that we want VTubers to be allowed to be just as sexual as VR chat streamers and hot tub streamers, right? That's what we want. However, there is another, you know, outcome to this that I don't think people are considering when they ask for equal outcome or equal enforcement, and that's that. Welcome, leaders. Welcome. Sorry. So, there's another outcome that could, you know, there's another potential outcome when we ask for equal enforcement, and that's that no sexual shit is allowed. They ban the VR chat streamers, they ban the hot tub streamers, and we get no sexuality, okay? That's a very real possibility, all right? And I think everybody would hate it if that was the outcome that we got when asking for equal enforcement, you know? That would be good, then it's all over. Exactly, then it's all over for everybody. But that's a very real possibility, you know what I mean? And if that is like the outcome that's chosen, if anything, things will only get stricter for everybody at that point. So I think we need to make it very clear that, like, while we're asking for equal enforcement, what we're really asking for is, you know, let us be a little lewd. Let us be like a little lewd, you know? Not gonna lie, I do not care if they ban all lewd streams, they lose like half of their revenue. Exactly, but maybe they'll do it. A 13 plus website needs to not have booty in your face, then maybe it should, I agree, but maybe it shouldn't be a 13 plus website at that point. You know? Charity got movie 30-month hype has been over a year, bro. I know, bro, that's crazy. Corporate terms of service are written vague intentionally and specifically to allow unequal enforcement because equal enforcement does not lead to a good consumer base or product to sell. It's the staff bias that tips the scales 100%. 100%. Make subs more expensive. All I'm saying is, like, I think all the VTubers begging for equal enforcement, the second they would actually get it would probably, I don't know. Let's be real, guys. There's definitely some targeted bans, 100%. Like, I think Fallen Shadow is like the perfect example I can think of, like as like someone who gets repeatedly targeted for what I want to say is like next to nothing, right? You know what I mean? Some innuendos at best that you have to like really stretch. You have to like already be into to consider them innuendos, right? However, there's some VTubers who I think intentionally push the boundaries on purpose. Like, we know there's unequal enforcement right now, right? So why are we like pushing the boundaries anyway, right? We know VTubers are being fucked on by Twitch DOS. So like, knowing that, you definitely shouldn't be like showing off your breasts and dancing in your underwear in your VTuber model, right? That's like not a good strategy. That's not a good thing to do when you know you will get banned for it, right? We know at this point they're gonna ban you for it. So why do it? Like, why do it anyway? That seems like a bad idea. Like, unless you're doing it as a way to protest, unless you're like copying another streamer as a way to protest, which usually isn't the case, right? I think the fact of the matter is we're all trying to grift our bodies equally as hard as the IRL streamers are, right? And that's just a fact, okay? It's just a fact. We all want to shake our ass around for views because it's fucking easy. And it's even more easy when you're a fucking VTuber. It's so fucking easy. But then we're not being like super honest, right? You know what I mean? It's obvious Twitch has a bias towards some streamers more than others, 100%. But I think it's also becoming more apparent that certain VTubers are pushing the boundaries on purpose, probably even intentionally breaking TOS in some cases, just to get banned and then talk about how
You're
unfair
the only
it is,
femboy
and then it makes
I
us
will
look like a
grift
fucking
and
joke.
smash my head on a rock to protect you.
Eldar, thank you for the $4.20, and thank you for the $7. Doubled Halo, I'm sorry for not shouting it out. Diox, thank you for the 200 subs for 40 months in a row. Thank you for the re-up. And the 5 tier 1 gift subs from Peculiar. I really appreciate. Mob Mimic, 100 bits. Charity Goblin with the raid and the sub, the re-up. Kaiser Senpai, thank you for the re-up for 15 months. And GSPV with the 1,000 bits. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is, like, if you intentionally break TOS and then be like, oh my god, guys, look, I'm being targeted. You make the whole movement look like a joke, right? You make the whole fucking movement look like a joke. And it's easy to say like, oh well, it's allowed when the IRL streamers do it, but a lot of people don't believe the IRL streamers should be allowed to do it. You know what I mean? It's definitely a matter of perspective. I think some mods at Twitch see like lewd like anime characters bouncing around as more lewd than the real thing. For me, I see the real thing as like the lewd version, and I see the cartoon version as like not real. It's just not real, right? For me, like the cartoon's just like, it's not real. It's not real. It'll never be real. So I can't like, it's not that I don't get like, I can't get aroused to it. You know what I mean? It's fantasy, so it's like, it's, you know, like yeah, she's shaking her ass around, but it's like, you're like, what am I gonna do about it? I don't know, it's not a real cartoon, you know what I mean? I mean, like, not to say that it isn't like, you know, cute. It isn't like appealing to an extent, but it's just like, I guess, I'm just so asexual that I think I'm just repulsed by real people more than I could ever be by anime characters. I'm on the side of being more permissive and just age gating the not safe for work stuff. I am too. I don't see any reason why, like, you sign up, you give your age when you sign up for Twitch, right? Or do you not? I don't know. But, you know, I mean, people are just gonna lie about their age regardless, right? Like, just put a little disclaimer that you have to agree to be being 18 plus to join like every other site, and you got yourself covered, right? Is that not it? Is that not like all you need to do? I don't know. I definitely think Twitch also needs to be more permissive. But it's just me. You know, if talking will either get ignored or banned, why didn't make a satire animation that addresses the issue of this industry, but very subtle? I'm not much of an animator. There are people that can only function within those fantasies, so they see anything even cartoony as some form of eroticism. I think so. I think you're right. I think I agree. And like there is like some merit, right? Like if you have like 200-pound breasts, you draw your model with 200-pound breasts, it's easy to be like, oh well, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just thinking from Twitch's perspective, right? If you're a woman who actually has 200-pound breasts, that's just your body, right? Like you can't help that. But as a VTuber, to an extent, you definitely choose the way your model looks. And I think the people making the moderation decisions at Twitch think that way. They think, well, like, you know, yeah, you're doing the same thing as all these other like women, but you chose to look the way you did. You chose to do that. You know what I mean? That would be my thoughts. Although I definitely think it's taken to the extreme. There's definitely some issues. There's definitely some fucking issues. Make your eyes red one day? That'd be sick. Dye my hair black and make my eyes red. It's something I don't really understand, since VTubers earn nearly just as much as IRL streamers, to an extent. It's just less VTubers, so... Yeah, but beaching VR chat stuff, yeah, see, that's what confuses me. What confuses me is the VR chat stuff being okay. That I don't understand. Like, I could almost see the justification for, like, VTuber versus IRL, since, like, again, you choose your model and whatnot. But Cinder based your model on her IRL body, though, down to the jiggle physics. It doesn't matter, though, right? Because it's still animated. You still created it. You still made it that way on purpose, you know? I'm not saying I believe that. I'm saying that's what Twitch probably thinks. They're like, well, it doesn't matter. You still chose to do it, you know? The VR chat, the fact that VR chat can get away with so much is a goddamn mystery to me, though. Like, I could not tell you. Because they don't want to ban people playing Stellar Blade and they classify VR chat as a video game. To me, that's like just a cope, though. I think that's just being like intentionally dense. I'll say dense in light of a less kind word. I think that's stupid. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think the argument that VR chat somehow constitutes as a video game more so than like what my VRoid, what about like, you know, my VTube Studio is a video game in that case. VR chat is paying off Twitch. I'm convinced. I would not be surprised if VR chat is paying off Twitch. No, like seriously. I do not understand for the life of me how VR chat is given a pass. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. Same on YouTube. It's the same thing on YouTube. There's a VR chat streamer. Like, I'm not gonna... This isn't a call out. This is just a comparison. ADC VR, Femboy. I've watched their videos, okay? It's nothing but ass. It's nothing but ass, greasy, sweaty, oily asses, and some jokes, just like I did. Same kind of jokes that I would make. But they showed way more. And their channel's still up. Their channel's still up. And mine's down. And I'm not saying their channel should be down. I'm saying mine should definitely be up. But YouTube, Twitch, for whatever reason, they do not count it the same. Like, they just don't view it the same. VR chat is a social media platform. A social media platform you're allowed to stream. Why is VR chat allowed but, what's it called? Why is Second Life banned, you know? Isn't it weird that Second Life is banned? It's weird, right? I don't know. It's just inconsistent. It's definitely inconsistent. We need VTube Studio to pay Twitch millions of money, yeah. No, I am convinced that VR chat, there's something up. Like, there's no way that some of the stuff on there should be allowed. There's like a dozen VR chat streamers who are perfectly allowed on YouTube. They're basically showing like greased up, oily asses. And no offense, right? No offense, but like that's definitely like part of the appeal, right? You get to click on a video and see like a greased up fucking oily ass and then, you know, jokes about like a femboy, cute femboy making an innuendo. That's just the way it is. And that's like okay. Until it isn't, apparently. YouTube's policies are a joke and they have been for years, yeah. Not gonna lie, I do love me some greased up femboy butts. No, like, of course you do. Everyone does. Everyone does. And that's fine. And it's fine, right? It's fine. But that's just it. It is fine, right? That's exactly my point. It is fine. It's all fine. So why do we care when it's VTubers? Twitch, YouTube, what the fuck? Why do you care? What's the difference? What is the functional fucking difference? And don't tell me, well, it's a video game. Huh? I'm losing my voice here. I need to go get water. I'll be right back. Oh wait, I already have water. There we go. That's exactly my point. It is all fine, you know? It very much is like just okay. We're fine with it. Twitch allows it, YouTube allows it, no VR chat streamers are getting banned. It's fine. And I just wish people would admit it's fine, you know? I wish Twitch and YouTube would just be like, yeah, it is fine, you know? But there's some weird double standard. It is literally just a double standard. Like, there's no other explanation for it. It's just not consistent. And that's the only explanation. But again, I'm not calling anyone out though, right? Granted, there are some, you know, the VR chat streamers I'm calling out are the ones who don't moderate their community and, you know, fill their community up with children, basically. Those are the ones I'm worried about. The ones who are flaunting their ass everywhere and then just be like, hey, you know, come on and watch me, fellow kids. The whole thing with payment processors demanding content moderation plays a role. I'm sure. I agree. Yeah, it could be that. It could just be someone at, like, you know, Visa saying like, hey, these cartoons make me feel a way. Like, you know what it probably is? You know what it probably fucking is, dude? It's probably like a lot of people at Twitch or YouTube or whatever, Visa, wherever, PayPal, whatever, okay? They're looking at cartoons and they, like, it's boomers, right? And they're feeling like an indescribable lust that they've never felt for cartoons before. They don't feel that way for their wife. They don't feel that way for anyone, okay? So they're probably like getting hard for the first time in 30 years, okay? Without Viagra. And it's like, it's fucking blowing their mind, right? It's blowing their goddamn mind. And they're like, man, dude, this is so fucking hot. There's no way this should be allowed. This is way too fucking attractive. We gotta ban all the cartoons. Like, that's it, right? Like, that has to be it, right? Because for you to ban something on the grounds of it being too sexual, you yourself have to believe it's sexual, right? You have to acknowledge that. You have to buy in that, you know, it's too sexual. This turns me on. And if it turns me on, it might turn someone else on. And if it's turning them on, then I gotta ban it. That's what it is. 100%. 100% that's what it is. I'm pretty sure feeling an indescribable lust also contributed to the purity movement. Yeah, no, this is exactly like how we got like as Puritan as we did. Cause like, let's be real, like these people did think like, they think this shit is hot. They think they think everything is hot. So they had to be like, okay, well you can't do it. You can't. It's a sin to fuck before marriage. A thing we made up, huh? Marriage. I do think the idea of like, when you really think about it, the idea of like not like you know, if you don't have premarital sex, like that's totally fine. Like it's 100% a personal choice, but it's definitely a personal choice that like just thinking about how it developed. Like at some point, it really is just like religious dogma at that point. You know what I mean? You know, which is fine. Like it's fine if you want to follow that, but like, I just think it's interesting. It really is interesting to think that like at some point, people got so ashamed, so disgusted with themselves that they were like, sex is bad unless you absolutely have to. It's breeding, bro. We all came installed with the breeding kink as part of our like natural instincts. Most of us, anyway. I say that when I'm like pretty sure I'm asexual, which is funny. It's all shame though. I guess I'm just saying. I think it's that. I think cartoon ladies. We're seeing more cartoon ladies on Twitch than ever before, and Twitch doesn't know how to fucking handle that. Back in the day, if you saw cartoon porn, it didn't fucking matter. Like it was just cartoon. Can we go back to 2007? Can we please go back to 2007? Where we weren't so fucking up everyone's ass on like morals and shit. We could just like post funny cartoons and be like, that's crazy. 2009 too, maybe? I mean, sure. I mean, you don't have to wait two years to get to 2009. Weren't you a fetus in 2007? I was, and it was such a simple time. It was such a simple time. Oh, I miss being a fetus. Oh, please take me back to being a fetus. Come on, sweetie, think of it. I miss being a fetus so much, guys. So fucking much. Welcome, Raiders. How's it going? 2016 was the golden age. I think 2016 was like the beginning of the end. I don't want to be in 2016 because I was definitely, oh man, dude, I got, I think from like 2010 to 2016, maybe 2011, maybe 2013 to 2016. I think that was when I was groomed. It was somewhere in that section that I was like dating an adult. I'll avoid those years. Anything before that is good though. I think my biggest regret is that I never got to really go to conventions in like 2000, like early on in the early 2000s. I think it would have been so much fun. Just dog shit cosplays would have been so much fun. Killer Clowns? Oh yeah, when was the Killer Clown thing? 2016 was Gamergate? Yeah, I know, I remember because I definitely watched a lot of like, maybe not Amazing Atheist, but like Armored Skeptic. I definitely watched a lot of Armored Skeptic. I was in that pipeline of like, what do you call it? Alt-right? The alt-right pipeline? I was like hardcore anti-fem, and I'm like, looking back, I feel nothing but cringe for that time period because holy fuck, man. Bro, you're 15. What do you mean you're an anti-feminist? just go to school. I was definitely getting indoctrinated into that kind of that lame brain shit. Sunny's just jealous that I've lived through 20 major historical events. I feel like everybody lives through like 20 major. There's always this is a historical event happening every day at this point, you know what I mean? I wasn't bigoted. I wasn't like racist, thank God, but God, if I spent enough time with those people, with that community, I definitely like would have ended up like that. Oh God. Oh God, I'm glad we got out of there. I'm glad I just grew out of that naturally. Let's go back to 2007. Fuck, don't bring me back to school. I kind of want to go back to school. I would be so good at school. Dude, in 2007, they were asking me to write essays about, like, I don't know, what I want to be when I grow up. Part of me wants to go back to school and just, like... Part of me wants to go back to school in general. I'm thinking about maybe going back to college in the meantime. I think it might be nice. I don't know if I have, like, money saved up to afford it, though. But it might be cool to get a degree in something, you know? Back to pre-K for you. I don't know if you're an American or not, but in my opinion, college is kind of pointless if you're American. I'm not American. I still think college is kind of pointless, but like I'm in a position right now where I'm not doing anything all day. I'm depressed as hell. I'm barely able to stream once a week for you guys anymore. I'm basically... I kind of failed at streaming, you know? And I don't know how realistic it is to... hit the gym, bro. I could go to the gym, yeah, that might be nice. Maybe I'll go to the gym. I feel like I failed as a streamer. I really do. Not just from like, in like a dozen ways, right? Like I no longer have my YouTube account. I no longer have my Twitter. It's just hard. It's just fucking difficult, you know? And it sucks. And I just gotta think for my future, right? Because like, is this sustainable for me, you know, long term? I have no idea. So it might be nice to go back to school and just get a degree in something. You know what I mean? Have an alternative somewhere. You know? Taiga, if you failed, we wouldn't be here in the first place. You guys are here now, but you know, are you gonna be here 5 years from now? Am I gonna be here 5 years from now? Especially with like how much I'm getting fucked up. Like just, I don't know, it's just every year, it's just depression on top of depression on top of depression, and I don't know. I guess I'm just starting to wonder, like maybe being a VTuber isn't good for my mental health at this point, you know? Degree in something is a real waste of time and money. Maybe. My mom saved up money, though, for me to go to college a long time ago. So, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if she still has it. She probably pulled it out and did something else with it, which I don't blame her for. I gotta be leaving. Please keep being strong, Taigo. Okay, Rage Moonrock. Oh. I know college is useless, guys, but how much use am I don't know. I don't think sleeping all day is any more useful. I don't think waking up every day to a industry that wishes I would kill myself is any more productive. And that's what it feels like, you know? I think the people who hurt me, they really don't care. They if anything, they probably just want to keep doing it until I do kill myself, and because that's what's best for their careers is if I disappear and stop talking about them, and you know, they're just gonna keep blacklisting me anyway, right? It feels like they won't stop until I'm dead. So I can either die or get a degree in college, go back to school for psychology. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. It's when you don't disappear, become the thorn in your side. I'd like to, but I'm tired. I can tutor Taiga in psychology. I got a 95%. I feel like I wasted my life here a bit. Being a fucking streamer. When I first got out of school, I went to college for psychology, right? And then at the same time I was doing that, COVID hit. And then I lost my job at the pizza place that I had been working at out of school. I started working there out of high school. I lost my job there, and then Project Melody had like just debuted around the time COVID was happening, and I was like, man, I can do that, right? Like I can do that. And then I did my debut, and it went well enough. You know what I mean? We got a good footing in the community, and Taiga, you really cute as delivery boy. I hadn't even gotten my license by that point. I mean, I still don't have my license because I became a VTuber. Anyway, point is, where was I leading with this? I got a 95% on my first year in college, my first semester in psychology. I got a 95%. But then, like, you know, VTubing kind of took off for me, streaming, so I didn't go back for another year. I don't know. Who knows where I'd be if I just kept doing it, you know? And then I got fucked over. I got fucked over in the VTuber community, and now I don't have a college degree or any friends. I definitely have some friends. Luckily. Jesus Christ, we're not friends. We're as friends as we can be between a computer screen, you know? College is a scam, learn a trade, maybe. I just want to be a femboy. I just want to be a cute femboy. I don't want to destroy my body, you know? What is a trade? What are some good trades I can learn? I trade card games. I trade in card game. I'll trade you my chaotic cards. Hairdressing, okay. Femboy electrician. Okay. There's no guaranteed fallback. Every job has a risk that you can lose it, even trades. Yeah. Sort of, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I know what you mean, but I definitely think trades are in demand. Taiga the carpenter. Oh my god. Slow. Good vibe. A degree in children's card games. Yeah. What am I saying though? I can't quit. I gotta at least debut my next model first, so you guys have me until then. You guys have me until I debut my next model. I've spent way too much money on it to just be like, haha, no, I'm stopping. Oh god, I've spent so much money, it hurts. Taiga debuts model, immediately graduates. I was... Don't spoil my whole plan, Algami. 50k? God, no, not 50k, not that much. Wow. It's getting there. It's up there. Let me see. I have a checklist. I think I have a checklist of things I... Google Doc. Let me go to Google Docs. I have a checklist of things I still need to do to get the debut ready, okay? Let me check my list. Here it is. Okay. List of debut assets that I still need, okay? Debut teaser. Gotta make a little teaser video. Can't really do that until the model is rigged, which the model is not rigged. The art assets are done for the model. It's currently being rigged, okay? I need to get a new starting soon screen. I guess I won't spoil like everything. I'll skip a few things because I don't want to spoil it. But I want a new starting soon screen. A stinger and transition for the stream would be great. A new background to, you know, have you guys give you something interesting to look at. VTuber model, obviously that's the most important one. Some new stream alerts would be nice. But that's expensive. Very expensive. Brand synergy setup checklist. I definitely need to... I think that's like the one thing I need to work on more than anything is my brand synergy. Who's doing the model making? I don't want to spoil it. I'll tell you when it happens, okay? If you know, you know, but I'll tell you once we debut for sure. You need a VTuber model for your VTuber debut? I do. It's definitely the most expensive part, I think, just with like rigging taking into consideration. I'd like some new emotes of the new models so that you guys have some cool new ways to express yourselves. 2025, right? Or 2020? No, definitely not 2026. I will be so upset if it's 2026. I am aiming hard 2025. Probably February. With the rate things are going. Probably February. I know it's so far away. I'm sorry. I'm so far away, and I've been talking about this for over a year. Is the worst part, man. But I don't want this to just be like some. I don't want this to just be some fucking like garbage. Like I don't want to just be like show up with a new model and then like a new back. I need this for myself, right? Like I need to do this for me more than anyone. Like this is my only chance at really proving I can like put on a really fucking banger stream, okay? So I'm putting everything I have into this. You know? It's better than the 1.5 under Versailles. I'm happy. It might be delayed though. I'm saying February now. It might be March. Or even April. I promise. Okay, I don't know. Like this all depends on how fast I can get the assets, right? Because like I'm commissioning so much. I'm getting so much fucking like work done for this, right? I'm not just gonna like show up with a new background and a model and be like, hey guys, check out my debut, and then it's end, and then it ends. It's over, and it's back to business as usual. I need to use this as like a mental refresh for myself, you know. I feel like I'm stuck in a cycle, and I want to use this debut to really like break that cycle, you know. Taiga rebrand? It's not gonna be a rebrand. I'm still TaigaxHolic or TaigaxHolic, depending on, you know, how you feel about it. Massive positivity. There you go. Break the cycle, bro. Hit the gym. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna totally hit the gym. New year, new me. It's definitely gonna be a new year, new me sort of thing. Like I just need a reset. I just need a fucking reset. It's okay to have expectations and the foresight to know when things might be delayed. Yeah. I'm aiming for February. It is very possible it'll be delayed. I don't know if I want to do it in March, April, or like May, right? Because like April is my VTuber anniversary. The 28th is when the 28th of April is my first stream as a VTuber. Did you guys know that? All the way back in 2020. I used to be so young. So pure. Oh my god, this song. There could not be a better song, Jesus. 2020, a whole 10 years ago. What a fucking difference 4 years makes. If I could go back in time, I would just hug me from 2020. But then I would probably get accused of pedophilia because of the 4-year age. Yeah, fucking idiots. I hate this community, man. But yeah, I don't know. If I can't do it in February, April might be nice, but I don't want to delay it a full 2 months. It depends. It honestly just depends, like, how much we've got done in February. I'm aiming for February, though. That's all I can tell you. Reference sheet is done. I need some end credits to, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff I need. There's a lot of stuff I need. Tell your past self what happened, prevent the future. Yeah, I'd be like, hey man, you gotta get these guys out of here, okay? Get these guys out of here now. What type of animal or human is it? Never mind, don't tell me. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil everything for you guys. I don't know. I'm putting everything into this because I'm treating it as if it's like my last stream, to be honest with you. It's done when you're happy with it. I think that's plenty good for most of us, I guess. I would just like to debut as soon as possible because I feel like I'm falling behind, you know what I mean? I'm losing my brand identity slowly over time just due to exigent circumstances, and I need to re-solidify my brand as TaigaxHolic. Speaking of, I guess, for those of you who are still here listening to me vent this whole time, thank you so much. You guys are the fucking best. I'm sorry this stream sucks. It is great to hang out with you and just talk with you. I have a question. I have a request. I have a request for you, if that's okay. If it's all right with you, if possible, could you guys, how do I say this? Okay. So when you search up Taiga VTuber, right? If you search up Taiga VTuber, right now, I want the top link is my Wikitubia, my fandom page, which is cool. It's fine. I'm glad that's coming up. Actually, right now it's my Twitch channel next after the Wikitubia, which is weird. Usually it's not though. Lately, I guess my Twitch and my Twitter, which are my two most important ways to kind of like promote myself, like in Google, yeah, like on Google, on search engines. Twitch is the top for me. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's kind of just what I wanted. You know what I mean? My Twitter and my Twitch are kind of falling down on the search results, and getting them up in the SEO just by clicking them, I guess, like searching it up and then clicking the link and then improving the suggestion rate. That would be great. Twitch is at the top for me. Same. Okay, same for me. Okay, well, never mind then. Blue Sky 2 to advertise? Maybe. It's hard to be on Blue Sky. Followed by Wikitubia, then Twitter. Okay. Okay. Last time I searched, this is different. So when I searched, my Twitch and my Twitter were like the 6th and 7th search results after like some YouTube videos about me, a Reddit post. I have a Reddit post up there for some reason, from 3 months ago. It's just about me. It's not like by me, but, and then like my Wikitubia. But my Twitter and Twitch are way up there now, so that's good. That's good. That's great. That's great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for even bringing it up. That's fine. I guess just like, keep doing it though. Keep clicking on the links, keep my SEO up there, you know? #1 Twitch. Okay, that's good. That's good. YouTube videos of you show up? Okay, that's good too then. Wiki was the first, then a Reddit post saying to support you, then a Twitch, then Twitter. Yeah. Right now for me it's my Wikitubia thing. Then my Twitch, then my Reddit post, then a Reddit post, and then Twitter. And then virtual YouTuber wiki, which is for some reason below the Wikitubia for YouTube. I don't know what the difference is. It's all the same. Whatever's popular is popular, you know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing for the future though. Like if I'm gonna continue to be a VTuber, I think I need to really like hone in on my brand recognition. Hate Drama is auto-suggested to add on to Taiga VTuber, me too. One day I'll be more than just drama. One day. Once I get over myself. You already are? Nah. I want to be, but I got a long ways to go. Oh god, my stomach. Oh. Oh! Oh, I'm having stomach pains. Fuck. What the hell? Ugh. Okay. They're subsiding. I'm good. Did you eat today? Yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. That was weird. That was weird and sudden. Baby's kicking, you know? Food baby, maybe. Think I ate too much. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's some videos of me, I see. I think my YouTube channel used to be at the top, and then... Oh wait, there's a TikTok about me. VTuber Taiga cancelled. Weird. Weird. My parasite's growing. Taiga worms attacking from the inside. But yeah, But yeah, okay. I think we're good. I think that's it. I guess just like, when you're, I don't know, man. I definitely need to like, I say we, it's me, it's a me thing. It's a me thing. I need to, work on my brand recognition, you know what I mean? Work on my brand, maybe not recognition is the wrong word. What's the word? Work on my brand strength. I need to improve my brand strength. Consistency, something like that. Brand image, sure, whatever. You know what I mean. I need to work on my brand. Because I've gone through a couple name changes, obviously. Like, you guys still call me Tags as a nickname, which I think is adorable, and you're welcome to do that, for sure. But, like, a lot of people still call me brand recognition. That might be it, yeah. It's something, I don't know, words. But a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people still call me like Bungo Taiga. They'll be like, oh my god, it's, or some just don't even call me like by like a full name, you know? I was on Odyssey's charity stream for the first day, and every time she introduced me, it was always like, and this is Taiga, and I was like, I just laughed to myself. I didn't say anything because I was gonna point it out, but I didn't in the moment. But like every time she would introduce like one of her friends, it would be like, oh, this is the full name, and I was just like Taiga. Anytime she introduced me, it was like, and this is Taiga. And I'm like, huh? Taiga? Just Taiga? I didn't have an issue with it. I just thought it was funny. I think people don't really think of me as like TaigaxHolic yet, you know? Taiga no username, yeah. Taiga no surname. That's kind of like what it feels like. I think Bungo Taiga was like the popular one, and I just haven't like really moved past that. Bungo Taiga was the first I saw. Exactly, that's the problem. Bungo Taiga is just too iconic. We need to make Taiga was taken, yeah. I would totally go back to Bungo Taiga if I could, but the YouTube channel's gone, and I've already used the name as a partner, so I can't just switch back to the name, because once a name is taken by a partner, you're not allowed to take it. Like, once you change it, if a partner has a name and then they switch off of that name is gone forever. You can't go back to it. So I kind of have no choice but to make TaigaxHolic work, okay? I didn't experience your Bungo era. It's for the best. I was cringe. I knew Bungo Taiga before I knew Stray Dogs exist. That's fucking funny. That's really funny. Oh my god. You're the only Taiga to me, TBH. I've never had to specify when I'm talking about friends. I'm getting to a point where I am. There's some weird stuff going on with some other VTubers regarding some stuff. It's weird. Just weird. Nothing I need to talk about though. I guess no, never mind. Never mind. I thought you just said bonga. My bongas. I know what you're referring to, most likely. I don't think you do. It's complicated. It's definitely like a weird. It's a deeper issue than. It's a deeper issue than what's on the surface. And I think talking about it will just give it like relevance. You know, it'll turn it into something that, and I don't want it to be anything right now. When are you getting your own video game? That would be cool someday. I don't think I'm getting my own video game ever. I'll be Tambourine Taiga. I'll be Taiga Tambourine. And I play the tambourine. Finally made it for Taiga Boy Stream. Welcome, Mr. Wang Dang Tastic. Welcome to stream. You killed Krillin? I killed Krillin, that's it. You got it. You figured it out. Is Taiga an instrument? You can play me like one. I've been played like one before. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Oh my god. I'm okay. Right now I'm okay. I'll be real. As bad as I'm doing, like this month, this year, as awful as this year has been for me, every time I go live, you guys make me forget about all of my worries. And it might just be that I know better than to make a big fit on stream. But maybe that's what I need, you know? Someone to keep me in check. What instrument would you be though? I would be like a flute. The bagpipes? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, let me read it my way though. If you guys could like, I don't know. Like when talking about me on Twitter or something, like I don't know if you guys do that. I don't name search anymore. So you might be doing it, I might just not be seeing it. But you know, if you ever talk about me on Twitter, like you post a clip of me or whatnot, you know, you don't have to tag me in it, but like, you know, hashtag TaigaxHolic or TaigaxHolic, either or would be so cool. You know what I mean? I think that would in part help with the brand recognition, you know? So just like if you mention me, or like if you post some fan art, definitely if you post fan art, please tag me, dude. I will totally retweet it if you ping me, as long as I see it. Or like if you want to post it to like Rule 34 or E621, definitely make sure you tag it under like hashtag TaigaxHolic or TaigaxHolic. I'm not sure which would be better in this case. Is TaigaxHolic, like, am I just stuck with the X at this point, you think? Am I stuck with the X as part of my brand, do you guys think? Totally, right? I probably kind of am, right? The X is permanent. I know it's a part of my name, but like, oh. It wasn't a part of my YouTube channel. I don't consider streams brands, I consider them people. I know. But unfortunately, and this is again, I think this is my most major like criticism of the VTuber industry. VTubers aren't people. Or like we are, obviously, of course we are, but like in the grand scheme, we're definitely not. You know what I mean? And like I need you guys to like try to understand like where I'm going with this. I'm not saying they're not people, but like I'm saying like the culture in the VTuber industry, it's not that of a community. It is that of an industry, you know, more so than like regular streamers. I feel like regular streamers, like while they are brands to an extent, they're also just themselves more than anything. But VTubers, I feel like it's gotten to the point where like you are 100% selling a brand, you know? Jim Carrey has the same point of view. He's not real, he's just playing a character, really. X is on par with your brand for Hunter x Hunter, not Holic XXX. I'm just saying, this is just my criticism, but I think like VTubing is way too brand focused as a medium, you know? That's just the way it is now. It's just more of a brand thing than it is like, oh, we're streaming using a medium that is uncommon. It is a brand. It is like a VTubing culture was birthed from idols. So I get what you mean. Yeah, I think so. Like, and it's so weird too, because like I saw posts on Twitter saying like, oh, here's how you can maximize your brand. Do these 5 steps to maximize your VTuber brand. And I'm like, this person is making a brand off of helping others promote their brands. It just doesn't happen, you know? You'll get like streaming tutorials on YouTube, like, hey, here's how you do this thing on Twitch to like improve your live streams. But I've never heard it talked about. You don't hear it talked about in such like a brand focused way other than in the VTuber community. It's so weird. It's so weird. That's like all of PR marketing, maybe to an extent, but I don't think I see it as much. Maybe just because I'm not an IRL streamer, of course, and I am a VTuber, but Jim Carrey was the first VTuber. He was, it's true. I guess my point is though, like, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't know. VTubing as a medium just feels like, it feels like there's so much more of a focus put into marketing, you know what I mean? It is easier to sell a PNG, I guess, yeah, like you are literally your own mascot in that case. Whereas like live streaming normally, it's just not the same. It's just a different vibe, you know? It's just a different vibe. I'm so bad at using this model, by the way. I also saw a post about how like, you know, when you're VTubing, you need to pay close attention to how your model moves. And I just don't think I'm good at using this model. I just don't think I'm good at it. The model's great. It moves around lovely. The rigging is amazing. I just don't think I'm good at like moving with it. I'll just like stare at one spot and like talk like this. I'm so bad at using this model. I need to move around more. I need to like engage with you guys more, and it'll probably be way more interesting. I swear to God, I had an easier time with it with the older models though. I think it might just be the style of rigging that I don't like mesh with personally. Because if I go to my dog model, right? If I go to my dog model, I feel like, and this is just me, but my dog model is so much easier to control for me. I think it's because the rigging is less complex, almost, that I'm able to like, you know, engage with you more by like, you know, moving around and making eye contact, you know? You know what I'm saying? I think it just tracks like the movements I want to do a little better. I think I got a little more used to this one, and I never really locked in on my new model or my current model. More complex models require more complex piloting, indeed, and I don't think I considered that when I got the model. Like on paper, it sounds like so nice to be like, oh yeah, give me that more complex model. Of course, I want the more complex rigging, right? But honestly, sometimes like less is more. And again, this is nothing against like the rigging. The rigging is fucking incredible. It's the best. I still maintain the rigging on my current model. Oh my god. Thank you for the $200 donation.
Looking forward
Brent
to
Hessen.
your comeback. Otter Alex 89.
Oh, Otter Alex 89. Thank you for the $200 donation. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. As I was saying though, I still maintain that my current model, the Tiger Boy, Shonen Tiger Boy, I maintain the best rigging on any VTuber model I've seen. Now granted, like, there are plenty of riggers who have done a lot of cool stuff since that model came out, or like, you know, you can do a lot of cool animations, right? But I don't think animations are what VTuber rigging is about. I think the tracking, I think how a VTuber model performs during the tracking is the true test of like an amazing VTuber model, okay? And like just from like a purely, you know, objective standpoint, I think it's some of like the most, it's the best. It's got the most like motion I've ever seen on any VTuber model. I think the only one I've seen that kind of competes is like Takahata's model that he got recently. It's very expressive, but kind of in like a Disney way, kind of like a Disney kind of like someone acting like an anime character way. It's a little uncanny. It's a little uncanny for me. And I think they admit that as well. So just from like a purely like aesthetic standpoint, I think my model is the best, but I'm biased obviously. However, I definitely think I'm better at piloting this one, you know? I'm able to talk and just kind of like move around, and I think it's just a little more responsive, you know? Pixar Taka arc, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, I'm not a huge fan of the Pixar Taka, but as you know, obviously it's none of my business, not my opinion. It's a little uncanny. It's a little uncanny. It reminds me of those videos people do on TikTok where they move around like Disney characters, like anime Disney characters, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. Just personally, it makes me a little uncomfortable, but it's neither here nor there. Which is why I think my tiger model is still better. That's my reasoning. But yeah, it's definitely something people don't consider a lot, because I think it's really easy to get sucked into the trap of like, oh, I want the most complex rigging possible, you know? I want the most complex rigging and most response. It has to have a whole range of motion, and I think to me now, and this might be like something to do with like why Hollow Live does what they do, and Niji as well, because I think they've been criticized in the past for not putting more effort into the rigging, but I think they know what they're doing, you know? I think the people who are making the models, or the people who are commissioning the people who make the models, you know, I think they know that like less is kind of more. I think a less range of motion, a less realistic range of motion goes a long way to sell the anime art aesthetic, you know? The art guns, Fey Magic is wild. No, for sure. They're great. I wanted to commission them a while ago for one of my models. Just for the mouth tracking, I think there was a time where like I think Girl DM had debuted her model, and she had like this really advanced like mouth tracking. And then everybody else, there was like an era of V Shoujo models where everybody else was like, oh fuck, we need to get in on this. And so they all have like the same mouth tracking as Girl DM did. And that was really funny. But for me, like, I don't know. Again, this is just me, but I think it's a gimmick. I think it's a gimmick, and gimmicks are fine. But gimmicks aren't gonna keep viewers around in the long run, unless you're able to, you know, just debut 200 models like Iron Mouse is, and then it's like super easy to you get to do whatever you want at that point. For your current model being 2D, it's insane how well it moves, but I understand what you mean when less is more. Yeah. Again, I'm nothing against my current model. It's the best rigged model on the market right now. I will maintain. I will maintain it's the best market there is, or best model there is. In terms of like rigging and art, it's fucking glorious. It is fucking glorious. Okay, but in terms of the medium, I still believe, I think I've come to appreciate the simplicity, you know, the less is more aspect of you know, of my dog model, for example, you know what I mean? Why don't you have a 3D model / avatar? I could get one. It's just a lot of work to like operate one, you know? I gotta go, but have a good rest of your stream, Taiga, and everyone else. Good night. I'll probably get an end scene in a minute anyway, so. But yeah, even though gimmicks don't keep viewers, you can keep viewers. You keep viewers in another way, and also have a gimmick? No, 100%, of course, yeah. I mean, if you keep having gimmicks, you'll probably keep the viewers. You just gotta keep with the gimmicks. That's like, I think, the Iron Mouse strategy. Like, it's just constant VTuber debuts. If I did a VTuber debut every 3 months, I would probably, you know, I don't know. If I could afford to do a VTuber debut, a VTuber model debut every 2 months, every 2 to 3 months, I could probably, I would be broke. I might be broke, but after a while, it might pay itself off. Like in Iron Mouse's case, she's not broke because of the money she can keep making doing like subathons and VTuber debuts and subathons and VTuber debuts. So it's like it's a strategy. It's a strategy. It's a strategy that if you have the money to get rolling at some point, once you start, it's hard to stop. You just keep doing the debuts. At least I imagine. You know, maybe it's not as easy. Maybe it wouldn't work for me just because of like the state I'm in with the community. But it's definitely a strategy. It's definitely a strat. I think it's a strat that's definitely been normalized in the community as well. Like, obviously, I think to an extent it started by us kind of like mimicking Hololive and Niji Sanji a lot because they do the VTuber debuts, but it's definitely become more of a it's a gimmick. I mean, it's a gimmick all on its own when you think about it. One that I don't appreciate that has gotten so popular, because I definitely do feel that people are pressured to be like, okay, well, we got to make sure the debut is perfect, and if the debut isn't perfect, then like, oh, What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do if I don't blow up after the debut? Taiga has the heart for it, just not the money. If I could I don't know. If I could debut like 1 million models in a year, would I? I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I mean, I'm saying that now as someone who can't, so maybe my perspective would change if I could. But as someone who can't, who has thought about it, I don't think I would. It feels bad to like abandon your artist like that, you know what I mean? It feels bad to to put all this work into a model and then just have it be replaced within 3 months. If I was an artist making VTuber models and I put my heart and soul into crafting a baby for a VTuber, I would feel bad if I had to abandon that, you know? At least right away. Like, obviously, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you're not gonna wear the same clothes every day, right? So eventually, like, it's natural to probably want to upgrade, or you know, if you know, as time goes on, rigging updates occur. It's, you know, there's different techniques. It's easier to rig or make rigs look better. Obviously, you'd want to upgrade, or maybe you're just like in the mood for a new design after a couple of years. That's fair. That's totally fair. But to be replacing them so frequently every 3 months feels like a spit in the face, in my opinion. Anything less than a year is too short. I agree. That would be that's just me though. Anything less than a year is too short. I would only get different VTuber models in a short amount of time, as in just variance amount of time. Variance in different outfits. Now that's fair. That's like a good strat. I think getting a different outfit is totally fair, because if you want to like have the same base art and then just get a new outfit for it, that's sick. I think that's totally fair. And that's what I plan on doing with the next VTuber model. We're gonna do like the VTuber model debut sometime in February, right? And then probably like a few months after that, we'll get a second outfit. But that second outfit isn't gonna replace my first, right? Like, I'll never be in a situation where like anything I'm doing will replace anything. Like, I'm still using the dog model all these years later, you know? I fucking love the dog model. I fucking love the dog model. I'll always use the dog model. I fucking love the dog model so much. I'll never be in a situation where I'm just like fucking ditching models like that. And in my opinion, I don't like that. A lot of people do that. A lot of people just like get a new model every 3 months and then ditch the old one. Because it really is like a matter of brand recognition. And I guess maybe obviously in my case, I can't afford to do it. You know what I mean? Like, just brand wise, I can't afford to do it. I can't afford to switch my models up that much. But even if I could, like, even if it wouldn't hurt my identity as a content creator, which it does, it really does, because after I switched off the dog model, I saw a huge fall off in viewers, which sucked. Having an arsenal of models for different situations is pretty useful. I think having an arsenal of outfits for different situations is useful, in my opinion, and I think Hololive to an extent agrees. Oh my god, Victus, thank you for the 10-2 on gift subs. Thank you. And Crop Popped, thank you for the 500 bits as well, by the way. I'm so sorry I missed that 10 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the 10-1 gift subs. I hope you're having a good night, Victus. I really like how Hololive EN constantly uses their old models here and there. Well, what I like about Hololive EN is that they'll get a new outfit, right? But it'll still be the same base, right? Very rarely will you get a whole ass like new model, like new aesthetic, right? Like, for example, Gura's gotten plenty of new outfits, but they keep her face the same because the face is like, it's the face, you know? You gotta keep the art style the same, right? They keep a consistent art style. I'm really hoping that's able to happen. At least for like a few outfits. I have a few in mind already. Like, I wanted to get, I don't know if I want to spoil everything I want to get, but you should talk about the stock market. It'd be so interesting, I swear. One of the outfits I want to get is like a retro outfit. So like my old design, but on the new design, if that makes sense. So like my original outfit, basically the one the dog is wearing, but with the jacket, you know? But on the new model, on the new art style. Just as like a throwback, because I love that design and I don't want to abandon that design. I really like it. It feels like it's like in Mortal Kombat when like they release the Scorpion is in the game and he has a new design, but then they release like his MK2 design as is tradition and then charge you for it. Ugh, what do they charge you for it? That's crazy. Will you have doggy ears and tail? Maybe. We can see. We can see what's possible. But another outfit I was considering would be like a little sundress. I think sundresses are adorable. I think sundresses are so sexy, dude. It's kind of just the idea because like they're just like so free and flowy. Like a gust of wind will fuck up your whole day in a sundress, and I love that. I fucking love sundresses, yeah. Have you tried Ghostface and MK One Night? No, but I've seen gameplay of them and it looks really fun, and I think it's really cool that they took two like obscure characters and made them part 2 of the Ghostfaces. I think that's fun. I think it's weird that they were like, oh yeah, the Ghostface from the first movie got transported into this timeline and recruited 2 other Ghostfaces. I think they should have just had it be 2 other Ghostfaces in my opinion. I don't think it needed to be Billy Loomis from Scream 1. I think it could have just been like Kira and Cobra, and that would have been enough. Or Kira and Cobra and like Suhao or something. It could be Kira and Cobra and Suhao. Well, they are sundresses, not wind dresses. A simple sundress can be cute and fun. No, yeah, I fucking love sundresses. Bye bye, Taiga. I gotta go. My throat is in too much pain to continue watching. Oh no. Why is your throat in pain? Ed Boon just wanted to write fanfic a little bit. I think the multiverse shit is getting old. It was old. It was old in MK11. I'm over it. It's like fun for a bit, and then it's like, oh, I don't know. I was enjoying MK1. The parts I enjoy most for MK1 are the parts that have nothing to do with the multiverse shit. Like Bihan doing some shit. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to give a shit about anything in like the one timeline we're presented, when I know that like some asshole from some new timeline is just gonna show up and be like, hey, gonna fuck up your day. And now I gotta care about this like multiverse conflict, and I don't. I want to care about one universe. I want to get invested in one universe, in one storyline, with no resets. Havoc was fun. Havoc would have been, yeah, Havoc was fun, but you know what would have made Havoc even more fun? If Havoc was never in the game, in the story mode, and the Havoc we see is just the one in Liu Kang's timeline, you know? Yeah, New Era shouldn't have meant multiverse, no. I thought the whole point of the last multiverse in MK11 was to just kind of get it all out of the system, but no, we're just still dealing with that shit, and I think that's lame. If I wanted multiverse, I would literally just go read DC Comics, you know? They're already doing that. They're already doing that, and it feels like they just don't know how to write any story other than like a multiverse story, and I'm over it, man. I'm over it. There's literally no reason for it. It wouldn't feel so bad if I didn't know that they were literally just writing Injustice 2, which was just going to be another fucking multiverse story. Slasher movies suffer from timeline shit. MCU movies viewers are decades behind to this stuff. A little bit. The problem is MK suffers from both. It suffers from timeline shit and MCU shit and multiverse shit. I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. And every single time I've been invested in the story mode, they put the multiverse in, and then it's just like, oh, okay, well, nothing matters then, because, I don't know. Like, nothing matters, right? It literally is just a matter of nothing matter, yeah. Nothing matters. Anyway. That's my feelings on everything. Victus, once again, thank you for the 10 tier 1 gift subs. I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys. Sorry for all the venting. I probably said a lot of things I'll regret, but, I do appreciate it. And you. And I hope, I didn't leave you waiting too long for another stream. Hopefully next week I'll be on Rima Evanstar's stream for an interview. I'll definitely ping everybody when that happens, and I'll ping you guys through some point throughout the week just to announce it for everybody who wasn't at the stream tonight, of course. Have a good night. I love you so much. Take it easy, and I'll try not to be such a stranger. Looking forward to the interview. Me too, I think. Oh, the guys are going. Take it easy, alright? Goodbye. Good night. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.